Hello, welcome to FM Core. I'm Danny Koontz. Today, we're going to speak about part 2 of integrity. Last week we did part 1, and we spoke about 5 things that are really important for people who possess integrity as a quality. It's being gracious, it's being respectful, being honest and trustworthy, it's being responsible, and the last one is being helpful and patient. Those are the qualities for people that have great integrity. Today, we're going to speak about integrity as it applies to the workplace. So we're going to speak about 7 opportunities to show to yourself and to others that you work with that you possess integrity as a quality. First one is work when you're on the clock. Very simple. Everybody knows that. You're paid to do a job. Your job has certain parameters. This is what you need to do. This is what you have to get done at certain times. When you're there, work. Everybody has that moment when you stop and say hello to somebody or talk. That's just good manners. But when you're at work, work. Do the job that you're supposed to. You ever run out of work? Very few people in the facility world that ever happens to. But if you do, go offer to help someone else so that when you are slammed the next time, that person may come and offer help to you as well. So work when you're on the clock. Second one is admit your mistakes. Mistakes are easy to be made. That's not the issue. How do you handle it and how do you deal with it going forward? People that don't make mistakes aren't doing anything. We all do. Use it as a point to learn from. Don't take it personally. You made a mistake. You tried something that didn't work. You missed something. It happens to everybody. However, take that and what did I learn from it? How do I learn not to let that same mistake happen again? That's the real problem when mistakes happen over and over and over and they're the same and nobody's learning from them. If it happens, take the time to figure out what did I do, what caused it, what decision could I have made that would have been better, and then fix it so that it never happens again. Third one, keep your promises. Again, when you tell someone you will do something, do it. And as we spoke about last week, if you can't, go to that person as soon as you know that you're not going to be able to perform whatever it is that you promised for them and let them know so they can make an alternate plan. It's the same way in our business and service. If we tell a customer we're going to be there, we need to be there. If for any reason we cannot be there when we tell them, it is critically important for us to get on the phone and let them know why and let them know when we can be there so that they can make the best decision about their business. So keep your promises as much as possibly that you can. If you cannot, be sure and go to that person and give them the information as quick as you can to allow them the time to make an alternate plan. Fourth one's give credit where it is due. If you have a team or you're responsible for a team and through maybe your guidance, but the work of your team, something got done that got recognized. Typically the person who leads the group is the one that's recognized. Make sure you give credit to your team or to another department or anybody like that who helped you with that. You know, hey, it wasn't my idea. I just assisted with the program or I helped during a conversation and so on. This person or this group of people are the ones that you really should thank. They had the idea. I just assisted them in executing it. Give credit to the people that are due. The next one, follow the rules. Every company, everybody has rules to follow. You don't always agree with every one of them. But at the end of the day, you have agreed to follow the rules that are in place. So irregardless of what you personally may think, follow the rules. Now, if you want to go speak to someone you work for about one of those rules and work on a change or a clarification or whatever that may be, that's fine. But what you can't do is say, I'm not going to follow the rule because I don't agree with it. That doesn't work. That's not good. There are no rules then. Follow the rule. If you, again, can help, that's great. Go talk about it, see if there's a way to adapt it to get what you're concerned about brought into the picture. but never say, I'm not doing that because I don't agree. That's just wrong. Don't do it. Next one, treat people with respect. Says all it needs to. Treat people with respect, and they will treat you back with respect. We all have different opinions. We have different ways to look at things, different type jobs, different stress levels. There's all kinds of things that come into play in an office, workplace with people. But treat people right. It's the single most important thing you can do in a company, is treat people with respect. And in return, you should get that same respect from them. And the seventh one, stand up for what you think is right. If there is a program or something out there or a way of going to market or doing business that you just do not think is right, stand up for that and go talk to the people who have made those decisions and make sure that your voice is heard. You may not always change it, but you've stood up for it and you have brought to the table what your questions are, what your issues are. There is nothing worse than a person sitting in a room and listening to a new way to do some type of business and never saying a word, and then walk out that door and go, that's never going to work, and here's why. Why didn't you say that in the room? Say it in that room so people can hear it, and then talk through it. Maybe you're wrong, and the program they have is going to take care of whatever your issue is. But don't be one of those, that'll never work. But you don't say it in the room. You shake your head like everything's fine, and then you trash the program. That's not good. That's not integrity. Speak up, talk about it. Maybe you'll learn something on how it's being handled, or maybe you will bring something to the table that the person or group that put this thought process and idea together didn't think about, which will help them to get to the end goal, which is to do the best job every day. So those are our 7. Those are the qualities you need to have great integrity in the workplace. That's it for today. Thank you very much for listening. We'll see you next week.